hope, what I hope and what I want you is that to feel refreshment and enjoying with our fellowship, including eating and listening, everything. If there's something what you like to say, then you open your heart and just let me know. Yeah. There is nothing else I'm just expecting from you. Nothing else. Because as the one working just between just our Filipino local pastors and Korean pastors, I'm the one just working as a reconciler and as a cooperator to be connected, to know each other, one another, and to help one another. So that's why I'm just personally trying to just because I know sometimes when I just visit and just take a look at the European church situation, then I'm just and I just ask your prayer request personally, then I just fill it up and just send them to each of our pastors who are just involved in this ministry. Then they'll be the ones just starting intercessory prayer in their prayer meeting for your church members, including pastors, family. So that will be your students. Maybe if there's something you would like to just ask personally to some local churches which is connected together, then you may just proceed to do that. Then I just talk to the pastor of church members in Korea to do something to look for some possible way for help and to be communicative and to be just reactive together. That is the purpose in the lectures. Not only for the learning and just getting the certificate. That's sorry to say this. Sorry to tell this one. Bullshit. It's nothing. It's garbage. The more important thing is that right. Just to catch up some important things matter.
Thank you, missionary.
Yes. Okay. Then I'm going on. Okay. Do by yourself.
Yeah.
출석 체크. 준이,
Attendance check.
준이,
Present.
Present. To remember your name.
Yes.
자네,
Present. Very good.
가라스, 애니케,
Enrique.
Enrique absent.
Absent.
He's a bad student.
에밀, 이민호,
Imino.
always present. 아다,
Imino is already dead.
아다,
Ada.
Absent.
Absent.
펠리스, 펠리사,
Ada Felix absent.
폴,
Present.
샨,
In the toilet.
토일렛, 레이자, 모나리자,
Mona Lisa.
네, 에브린,
There is one pop song Korean.
Elvin. 로멜. 자, 반갑습니다.
Yeah, just good to see you once again. Since a day before yesterday.
오늘 제가 할 내용은 교회와 제가 지금 담임하고 있는 샬롬 선교 교회에 대한 소개입니다.
The contents of my lectures is to share about what I'm just doing through the Shalom Mission Church. The name of my church is Shalom Mission Church.
먼저 동영상 하나 보도록 하겠습니다.
Before I'm just going to speak to you, I just show you one
한국말로 되어 있지만 여러분들 그냥 대충 영상이니까 이해가
Just one
가능할
film.
것입니다.
In my blog, even though it's in the Korean Korean just in the speech, but although you're not just able to fully understand about what's going
샬롬
on,
선교교회는
you can just speak
이런
up
교회입니다.
what is about.
샬롬 선교교회는
Shalom
2022년
Mission
1월
Churches,
아프리카 우간다
about
푸니엘
this like
구영산
this.
한윤숙 선교사님을 비롯한 후원의 손길이 제대로 미치지 못하는 선교사님들을 화송 후원 지원하며 선교를
Our
향한
church
비전을
is
함께 나누는
supporting
단체인
for those
교회와
who
협력하여 모든
missionaries
땅끝까지 이 세상 끝
working in
날까지
Israel
그리스도의
and
증을
in other
드리다는 비전으로 설립되었습니다.
countries.
샬롬 선교교회는 강구영 목사님을 중심으로 성령 충만, 열정,
This is the
겸손,
senior pastor of the
섬김,
Shalom
희생이라는
Mission
가치를 기반으로 그리스도 예수 안에서
Our
모든 삶을
church is
위하여
full values,
달려갑니다.
full of the Holy Spirit
샬롬
and
선교교회는
service.
사역을 위한 십계명을 지킬 것입니다. 하나,
We have in our
기도가
Ten
우리의
Commandments,
가장 큰 자산이다.
missions as a mission statement.
건물이 아닌 사람을 세운다.
The prayer is our
모든 사역자는
wealth.
자비를 원칙으로 한다. 네, 사역의 주체는
We
교인들이다.
are just setting up in the person, not in the church members. 아니.
우리는 매우 투명하게 공개한다. 여섯, 선교의 모든 역량을 우간다 선교에 집중한다. 일곱, 홀수 연도는 단기 선교 및 선교지를 탐방한다. 여덟, 짝수 연도는 이스라엘과 기독교 유적지를 탐방한다. 아홉, 받는 것보다 주는 것을 즐거워한다.
멈춰서.
열, 타깃
바로 앞에 있는. I think it's better to just explain about the meaning about their Ten Commandments of their mission statement. Regarding the spirituality, the prayer, what they just believe in is that prayer is our best wealth, spiritual wealth, not the money and church building. And education, we are just setting on, we are just constructing not the building, but human, the person. Yes. And the financial statement, every just every just workers, we are just serving the Lord based on the self-supporting. Yeah. The church does not support the pastors or assistant pastors or any other church workers. And regarding missionaries, the subject of our ministry is not the pastor, but the church members. They are the subjective. It's not traditional churches, his church. All of the strengths of the churches is concentrate just for the abroad mission, particularly the missionary dispatched by him in Uganda in Africa, and every 2 years we are just visiting foreign ministerial places as a team mission travel every 2 years. Any other foreign countries. And every other just years we are traveling to Israel to know about the history about the Bible, to understand about Jesus ministry. Ninth service, we are just we need to be just more pleasant in giving, not receiving.
즐거워한다. 열, 타교의 기관 후 선교단체와 적극적인 연합에 힘쓴다.
Then we are eager to cooperate, co-work with other
샬롬 선교교회와 함께하는 지체들입니다.
church organization
아프리카
or
우간다
Christian organizations. We are not working by ourselves alone.
후미대학의 구영산 함윤숙 선교사님, 남아메리카 볼리비아의 이상철
In
선교사님,
Bolivia,
직장사역 연구소 원용일 목사님, 성경과
Ministry
이스라엘
Institute,
방송가의 목사님,
he is in charge of that.
제자선교회 강보영 목사님,
Instead of the Bible and Israel studies, he is the one in charge.
샬롬 선교교회는 4차 산업혁명의 메타버스
Brother of
실행하는
the Pastor Kam,
온라인과
older brother,
오프라인을 연결하여
he is in charge about the
인터내셔널
disciple,
인터넷 교회입니다. 일본 선교
disciple
현장을 생생하게 느끼는 생동감 있는
of
예배를
Christ
감당하게 하며
Fellowship.
가나안
He's the
교회들을
chairman
다시
of that.
그리스도께 인도하는 디딤돌이 될 것입니다. 우리는 땅끝까지 이 세상 끝날까지 그리스도의 증인들이라.
We are all of us, we are just witnesses of Jesus
교회가 되겠습니다. 감사합니다.
up to the ends of this earth.
저는 지난해 1월부터 이 샬롬 선교교회를 다시 시작했습니다.
As I said, on my previous, the lectures, a day before yesterday, I just restarted my ministry again.
이 교회의 역사는 1년 조금 넘었습니다.
The history of my new ministry, after I just retired, this is a new ministry I started under the name of the Shalom Mission Church.
이 교회가 어떻게 운영되는지는 후반부에 제가 구체적으로 말씀을 드리겠습니다.
Maybe at the end of my lectures, I just let you know about how this church is gonna be survived and administered with just administered.
우선 먼저 교회가 무엇인가에 대해서 우리가 함께 생각해
Before
보겠습니다.
proceeding to further, but I'd like to share with the meaning about what is the church.
여러분들은 다 지금 목회를 하고 있는 목회자입니다. 그렇죠?
I think except one or two, there's every one of us who are just being seated here. We are the ones just get involved in the Jesus ministry as a pastor.
이 자니, 패스터 자니, 교회 목회를 한 지 몇 년 되셨습니까?
How many years you've been just getting involved in your ministry? How many years?
Starting from 2004.
2010년부터.
2010년. 교회를 왜 시작하셨습니까?
What is your motivation? Why did you start your ministry in the year of 2010? What is your best or basic motivation for you to start the ministry?
Because my dream, also my dream is my family become a Christian. So that is my
어제 말씀드린 어저께인가 그저께 말씀드린 대로 가족을 좀 더 잘 전도하고 싶어서 그런 꿈이 있어서 이제 말씀을 배우게 되고 신학교 가게 되고 그러면서 이제 목회를 하게 되고 섬기게 되는데 작은 것부터 시작을 했답니다.
엘빈? 엘빈은 교회를 시작한 지 몇 년 되셨습니까?
Pastor Elvin, how long have you been just pastoring so far?
In full time, so since 2005. But before
Since 2005.
full time. After
Yeah, as a
the
full time. 전임 사역자로 한 거는 2005년부터.
교회를 왜 시작하셨습니까?
And the same question, why did you start your ministry?
I was called by the Lord and to become His ambassadors.
하나님부터 하나님 보낸 자기는 사도 아까 대사의 직분을 저희 가지고 있다고 확신이 되기 때문에
직업으로 교회를 시작하신 거는 사업을 하듯 교회를 시작하신 건 아니죠?
it's not your motivation for you to just start your ministry, church ministry, just for the business.
No.
No. 아니요.
한국도 마찬가지. 한국이나 필리핀이나 저는 동일하다고 봅니다.
Yes, I think the Korean pastors or even the Philippine pastors, the situation of both countries are really same or similar.
목회자는 많이 있습니다.
There are a lot of pastors in this world.
한국에만 목회자가 10만 명이 넘습니다.
In Korea, how many pastors will this remain in Korea? Can you guess? How many? 100,000.
필리핀은 얼마나 되는지는 모르겠습니다.
Do you know how many pastors are in the Philippines?
In
the Philippines.
in Kamako
Approx.
to
In the Philippines,
Yeah, whole.
maybe.
whole 300 I think. Pastors.
Pastors of the
Pastors and
council.
missionaries, so all.
Those pastors, ordained pastors.
All pastors.
All pastors of the
There is no statistics. No statistics.
I think because yearly, the Kamakok would produce 200 pastors a year because we have our Bible colleges and part of the Philippines. So
That's the statistic only in
more
Kamakro.
than 200 pastors produced from yearly.
But not in the Philippines.
전체 지금 통계가 없어서 잘 모르겠는데 본인이 속하는 이제 그 CNMA 교육 같은 게 매년 200명씩 안수를 받으니까 숫자가 엄청나게 부족하고 있는 건 사실입니다.
한국에서 저는 제가 다녔던 신학교 제 동기가 600명이었습니다.
600명?
예.
The sharing was just my own experience. When I was studying in the seminaries, I think 20년 전인가?
예.
Maybe 2 decades ago, the classmate was around 600. The 600.
목회자는 많이 있지만 목회자는 많이 있죠.
As I said, there are a lot of pastors, whether in
오전-
Korea or in the Philippines.
필리핀이나 한국이나 목회자는 많이 있지만 오전에 우리 김병수 목사님께서 말씀하셨던 것처럼 모두가 다 양은 아닙니다. 무슨 양? 양은 아니다. 착한 목회자는 아니다.
Yes, although there are a lot of pastors existing in the Philippines and even in Korea, but I would not just able to just tell them not all of the pastors are belonging to the sheep group. You know what I mean?
거짓 선지자가 늘 섞여 있게 마련이다.
Meaning to say, there are some false pastors, wrong motivated spiritual leaders with us.
가짜들도 많이 있습니다.
They are very similar, like the sheep and goat. Looks very similar, but they are different.
한국에서 온 많은 그 선교사님들도 계십니다.
Even there are a lot of Korean missionaries existing, working in the Philippines.
그러나 제가 볼 때는 그들이 다 선한 사역자들은 아닙니다.
But on my just in my opinions, not every just Korean missionaries are in good motivation of their works, or just as in the good Samaritans or as in the good shepherd.
하나님 앞에 서면 다 분별이 될 것입니다.
Even though we do not know, who is in a ship or a boat, but everything will be just revealed up in front of Jesus. Jesus knows everyone.
문제는 내가 참된 목회자인가 이게 중요한 겁니다.
So I do not want to just criticize the other pastors whom I do not know. But the important thing is that we should know about ourselves. To be a lamb, not a goat.
여러분들 스스로 생각하시기에 나는 선한 목자입니까?
Can you just think, when you just reflect yourself, can you just say that you yourself is a good shepherd? Good shepherd.
Amen. Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
Because my Lord is.
선한 목자냐 가짜냐를 분별할 수 있는 하나의 기준이 있습니다.
There is one in the standard to clarify who is the good shepherd, who is not good, who is false shepherd.
교회를 누구의 것이라고 생각하느냐를 보면 합니다.
In thinking about whose church is this?
여러분 교회는 주님의 것입니까? 나의 것입니까?
The church where we are pastoring Is that yours or Lord's?
Lord.
Sure?
교회가 무엇이냐? 교회가 누구의 것이냐?
So what is the essence of the church, and what does the church belong to whom?
교회의 비전이 무엇이냐?
And what are the vision of the church?
이것을 보면 알 수 있습니다.
When we just take a look at it, look through it, then we can just clarify who is the good shepherd and who is false shepherd or false the prophet.
교회에 대해서 먼저 정의를 내립니다.
I'd like to define about the church first.
교회는 주님의 것입니다.
You know, as you said, as you confessed, the church, the congregation, not the building, maybe including buildings, it belongs to the church.
교회는 주님의 것인데 우리가 교회에 대한 정의를 좀 명확하게 할 필요가 있습니다.
Even though it belongs to the Lord's, but we need to just define the meaning of the church first.
교회는 건물이 아닙니다.
As we just as I said, when we are saying the church is not indicating for the building.
교회의 본질은 사람입니다.
The essence of the church is the human being, the church member.
목회자들이 갖는 유혹 중에 하나는
One of the temptation for the pastors,
큰 예배당을 소유하는 것입니다.
just gaining or possessing the big church building as a dream.
제가 건물을 부인하는 것은 아닙니다.
I'm not denying the necessity of the church building. We need that.
그러나 교회의 본질은 사람입니다.
But the essence of the church is not building. It's not a building, but human beings.
건물은 바뀔 수도 있고 사라질 수도 있습니다.
Because the building is only just materialized. It's not the one. Church building is not the one to be saved. It will be someday. It will be destructed. It will be just perish.
유럽에서 교회는 지금 이 예배당 건물이 바뀌고 있습니다.
You know, as you have already known that the fact, the reality, what's been happening so far in Europe. You know, most of the churches in Europe, they are just losing. They've been just losing the church members. Only remaining church buildings.
교회 건물이 술집으로 바뀌고 있기도 하고
Even the church building is just renovated because the church building, even in Australia, because is managed by the local government as a heritage. So that's why the new owner of the church the church building is being just sold out to somebody else as a businessman who wants to renovate into the pub, hotel, restaurant. They cannot destruct it and rebuild it again because that is the heritage. Okay, under the against the law. So, but on the surface, so if there is the cross and the church building, they cannot destruct it and change it.
심지어는 모스크로 바뀌기도 합니다.
But inside the building is a pub, drinking alcohol, and it's a restaurant inside, tables with the people and eating.
그러므로 우리 목회자는 건물을 짓는
Some of the church buildings has been just transformed, has been changed, modified, remodeled as a mosque. Mosque for Muslim.
그래서 우리는 건물이 아닌
Muslim chapel.
우리는 건물이 아닌 사람을 세우는 것에 초점을 맞춰야 됩니다.
That's why the real focus, the focus of our ministry should be concentrate not on the building, on the people.
여러분들 교회에 다 예배당이 있으시죠?
You have your own church building, worship place, right? Yeah.
제가 다음에 오면 여러분의 교회를 한번 방문해 보고 싶습니다.
Maybe if there will be another chance given to me next time, then I'd like to visit some of our pastor's church personally. Yeah. To take a look at how your church look like, something like that.
여러분 건물을, 여러분 예배당을 누군가가 와서 좀 같이 사용하자 그러면 여러분 어떻게 하시겠습니까?
Then let's just guess. Imagine if there is somebody else who is just coming to you and saying that, oh, pastor, can you just let me allow to use your church building with this purpose and that purpose, something like that.
Amen.
I mean, if there is someone who is just asking you to use your church building space for some other purpose,
Yeah.
what will you do?
It depends.
Face-to-face
basis.
For casino?
Or if it is
For
for
the
the glory
purpose
of
of
the
the
Lord,
operating
if
casino?
it is good, why
You will
not?
accept.
But if not glorifying God, no way.
하나님께 영광이 되고 덕이 되는 일이라면 허락할 수 있을 것 같다고. 그렇지만 그렇지 않으면 허락할 수 없어요.
Yeah.
저는 25년 전에 교회를 개척했을 때
As I said, the day before yesterday, I was pastoring 25 years ago. Since that time on,
교회 건물을 하나 소유를 하게 됐습니다.
during that time, I just bought in one church building. I just possessed one church building.
근데 저희 동네 가까운 곳에 있는 교회에서 목사님 한 분이 그 교회를 나오게 됐습니다.
Then there was one Korean pastor who was just getting out of his own church one day.
그분이 저를 찾아와서 저와 상의를 했습니다.
I'm stuck in the ministry, pastoring there in that place, and just came to me and just he just discussed with me.
자신과 함께 새로운 교회를 하겠다고 하는 사람들이 한 50명 정도 되는데 다음 주부터 예배를 시작해야 된다는 거죠.
He just said like this, Pastor. I just got out of my previous churches because of some conflict or quarreling just happened within the church members. Then when I just came out of the church, there were some certain groups around 50 church members followed me. So I needed the worship place. Then he asked, "Can you share your church for us to have worship service?"
예, 저에게 예배를 드릴 장소가 없다고 저에게 고려를 했습니다.
He said, "I have no place to worship on Sunday."
그래서 저희 교회로 오라고 했습니다.
I just accepted. Yes, Pastor. You may just share in our church building for your church meeting.
그때 우리 교회는 예배를 일요일에 세 차례 드렸습니다.
So during the time, 25 years ago, we had 3 times in the worship service on Sundays,
9시, 11시, 오후 2시.
9, 11, 2 p.m., 3 times.
그래서 우리 오후 2시 예배를 없앴습니다.
So I just canceled the last the worship service at 2.
우리 교회는 12시까지, 아니 1시까지 모든 프로그램을 마쳤습니다.
So I had just decided to stopping, completing our church activities before 1 o'clock.
1시부터 그 이유는 새롭게 시작하는 교회가 우리 예배당을 사용하도록 했습니다.
And I just allowed the pastor and with his church members to use my church building after 1 o'clock.
그래서 그 교회는 5개월을 그렇게 저희 예배당을 사용을 했습니다.
So after since that time on, the pastor and with his church member used my church building for 5 months.
5개월 동안 돈을 모아 건물을 마련해서 교회를 시작했습니다.
So after after they have saved some offerings for 5 months, then they just went out because they could just get a new place of rent. So they just moved out.
그래서 이 새로운 교회가 지금은 잘 성장해 나가고 있습니다.
The church, they've been just growing up so far, very big.
저는 우리 교회 예배당이 저의 것이라고 생각하지 않았습니다.
I never just thought the church building just belong to me.
우리 교회의 것이라고 생각하지도 않았습니다.
Neither just the church building just belong to ours.
하나님의 것이라고 생각했고
I mean, our church members. No, it's not theirs. But only what I thought is that our church just belong to God's.
하나님이 원하신다면 하나님을 위해서 쓰는 것이 옳다고 생각했습니다.
So if there is a God's willing, if there is God's will, then every moment when I was in a feeling that there is God's will, I just accepted and welcomed anybody else who wanted to just use in my church building. Not only on Sunday, even weekdays.
여러분의 교회를 누군가가 와서 사용하겠다면 여러분 내어 주시겠습니까?
As I just questioned, a while ago, if there's somebody else who are just asking you to just to use your church building, allowing somebody else is not easy for you to do that.
Kenneth?
Pastor Kenneth,
Okay.
if you own the church building, very nice place, if there is somebody else who just came and asked you to use your church building freely, then will you accept it?
Yeah, for the purpose of work. For the work.
하나님의 일을 위해 쓴다고 그냥 무료로 보내주겠다.
내일부터 제가 좀 쓰겠습니다.
Okay, from tomorrow I'll just tell you. I'll be using your church member. You're just church building, okay?
어떤 일이라고
That is my reservation.
어떤 하나님이든지 물어봐요.
우리의 관심은 건물이 아니라 사람에 있어야 합니다.
You know, the main concern, the main concern or major concern of our workers, spiritual workers, should be not only in a church building, but only in human being, the man.
우리 오전에 강의하셨던 우리 김평강 목사님의 강의는 매우 중요한 본질입니다.
You know, the Pastor Kim, who just lectured with us in this morning, the content of his lecture was so important, I think.
저도 김 목사님의 강의를 들으면서 참 사역을 저도 본받고 싶고 또 많이 배워야 하겠다는 생각을 했습니다.
I was listening to his lectures this morning. There was many things just catch up and just challenge to me personally to adapt and apply to my ministry.
구약을 요약하면 어려운 사람을 돌보라는 것.
Because if I'm just trying to summarize the content of the whole chapters of the Old Testament, that could be said like this: helping the poor.
구약 시대를 경험한 유대인들은
So those Jewish peoples the experience lived in the Old Testament.
누군가를 돕는 구제 사역을 매우 중요하게 여깁니다.
They just thought they just regarded the helping others who are needy as one of their part of their life.
그런데 누군가를 돕는 이 구제 사역은 매우 어렵습니다.
But the helping those who are needed is not easy work. It's very hard.
저는 제가 목회를 하면서 가장 어려웠던 것이 이 구제라고 생각합니다.
Maybe we can say that the relief, the ministry of relief, is not easy work.
무조건 돈을 주는 것이 좋은 것이
On my
아니에요.
experience, even because opening up the church, there are just many people just came to the pastors asking, begging for some money. Have you not ever experienced that?
Yes.
If you are just being seated in the church office, many just people came and just asking the pastor, I need money, transportation for this one, for the food and something else.
That's
저는 저에게 누군가 와서 좀 돈을 달라고 하면
So whenever there was somebody else who just came and just find the pastor of the church who came to me,
절대 그냥 주지 않았습니다.
I never just refused and neglected saying that no money, but I always gave. But there is a condition.
교회로 들어오는 계단이라도 청소하라고 했습니다.
There was conditions. When I was just giving some certain amount of money to somebody else who asked me, but I just talked to him. Okay, you do instead of receiving this money, then you do me a favor. What's that, Pastor? You just sweep and clean up the church stairs. I just asked him to do something, some works.
이것은 그냥 내가 당신을 주는 것이 아니라 당신이 일한 대가로 주는 거다라고 얘기를 했습니다.
Because I'm just giving you, not as a beggar, I'm just giving you this certain amount of money as your labor. Yeah, as your labor. So you work.
유대인들은 다른 사람을 돕는 이 구제를 8단계로 구분을 했습니다.
You know, Jewish people, they have the 8 disciplines when they're helping somebody else, who are in need.
가장 수준이 낮은 단계가
The lowest the level of helping, releasing something to the poor people.
누군가가 와서 돈을 달라고 할
When
때
somebody else came and just asking some money,
그냥 한 푼 주는 것.
then just came or her just one small, maybe it should be coin, right?
샨, 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 샨. 누군가가 와서 좀 돈을 달라고 하면 주겠습니까? 안 주겠습니까?
If somebody just maybe somebody just visited you and asked you, oh, brother, can you just help me? Can you just give me some money? Then what will you do? Will you say, go away, get away, you bastard? No?
펄.
Okay, Pastor Paul.
누군가 와서 좀 돈을 달라고 하면 한 10페소? 10페소 정도 달라고 하면
If
주겠습니까?
somebody else came to you and asked me maybe 10 to maybe 20 pesos, then what will you do, Pastor? Just frankly tell me.
Again daw. Somebody will give me what? 20,000?
No. Some asking you to get some money, begging you some money. Maybe 10 to 20 pesos, 30 pesos, then will you accept or not?
Just a little amount I can give.
If 돈이 있으면
누가 와서 도와달라고 하는데 어쩔 수 없이 그냥 기쁜 마음이 아니고 그냥 어쩔 수 없이 주는 것이 가장 낮은 단계.
maybe yes, if you would just give some money, whether it is 10 or 10 pesos, but without your own willing and without the joyful mind,
내가 크리스찬이기 때문에
but
라는
in
생각.
thinking our mind, don't come back again.
Yeah.
이거는 가장 낮은 단계입니다.
That is the lowest. That is the lowest level of helping others.
요거보다 조금 높은 단계는
But one step just upper.
누군가를 내가 먼저 도와주는 것.
Just before you are just listening somebody else, who would say, I need your help. Before you are just listening for help, you just go and approach them. I'd like to help you. Do you need some help? That is a little bit just upper side of upper level of the belief or helping others.
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah, because the Filipino, the beggars is a business.
비슷한
쌈,
상황에
쌈.
따라 좀 다를 것 같은데 직업적으로 이렇게 그 돈을 구걸하는 거 직업으로 해서 하는 사람들이 꽤 많은데
It is a syndicate. It is under the syndicate.
저는 그거는
That's why I never ask you to get
저는
some
그건
money.
그 사람의 직업입니다. 직업. 네, 그건 그 사람의 직업이기 때문에
That's their job.
Before.
Before?
Yeah.
그런 사람은 그렇게 반드시 도와줄 필요는 없습니다.
Maybe if they're just begging as a job, it's not our duty or responsibility to give some money. It's okay. That's okay.
이것보다 조금 높은 단계가 있습니다.
There is another just a higher step to help others for the purpose of belief.
내가 누군가를 도와주는데 상대방이 나인 줄 모르게 도와주는 겁니다.
I'm just when we're just helping others, without knowing of him. without knowing.
오케이, 오케이.
Okay?
예를 든다면
I don't identify myself as an anonymous.
내가 케네디를 좀 도와주고
For
싶습니다.
example, I just got some the mindset to help Pastor Kenneth
돈이 좀 필요한 것 같아요.
because I just heard he was suffering because of the lack of the money.
그래서 제가
So,
I need also help.
우리 선교사님에게 제가 이 돈을 줍니다.
because I just knew that he needs some financial aid, so that's why I just handed over to the missionary camp some certain money.
제가 떠나면 케네디에게 이걸 주세요.
When I just left, and please just hand it over to Pastor Kenneth,
절대 내가 줬다는 얘기는 하지 마세요.
without just notifying that I was the one to just give.
저는 알지만 케네디는 제가 줬다는 걸 모릅니다.
I knew it. He needs some money, but he himself just do not know about who was the helper.
요 다음 단계가 또 뭐가 있냐면
So another higher step of this one.
나도 모르게 도와주는 방법입니다.
Helping others even without knowing of myself.
내가 선교사님에게 돈을 주면서
Just handing over some money to missionary team.
누군가 필요한 사람이 있으면 도움이 필요한 사람이 있으면 선교사님이 알아서 도와주십시오.
Missionary team just give it to somebody else who are needy. I do not know who, so it's up to you. But surely help somebody.
그러면 여러분은 이것을 지금 제가 주는 것을 봤기 때문에 누가 이거를 도와줬는지는 압니다. 그러나 저는 모릅니다.
Maybe because you saw my action, you know that just Pastor Carl just left handed over some money to missionary Kim to deliver to somebody else. But I do not know the money was gone to to whom.
유대인들은 이스라엘에서는 지금도 이런 방법으로 구제를 많이 합니다.
This is one of the way for the Israelites, Jewish people. This is the way of the Jewish people are doing.
금요일 저녁이 되면
On Friday night, every week Friday night,
안식일이 시작됩니다.
the Sabbath is starting.
안식일이 되면 유대인들은 가게 문을 다 닫습니다.
On the Sabbath day, they just closed all shop, the shops in the door and gate.
야채 가게나 빵 가게 같은 경우 금요일 오후가 되면
Maybe for the bakery or grocery stores, on the Friday evenings.
안식일 동안 팔지 못하기 때문에 상하게 되어 있습니다.
Because they are not able to sell the items they reserve in the store on Saturday, it will be spoiled out.
그래서 어차피 팔리지 않을 물건들이기 때문에
So those the materials, those the veggies which are not sold out on Saturday,
작은 비닐봉지에 빵이나 이 채소 같은 거를 담습니다.
the owner of the bakeries or the veggie store, grocery stores, the Jewish people, they just pack it into a small the basket or just a plastic bags.
그래서 가게 앞에 그냥 이렇게 쌓아둡니다.
Then they just display the small the bunch of the groceries in front of the stores.
그러면 가난한 사람들이 이것을 한 봉지씩 가져갑니다.
Then the poor people who need some the groceries or fruits or bread, when they're passing by the store, then they just pick up one.
가져가는 사람은 이걸 누가 주는지 알지만 이걸 주는 사람은
No
누가
one was
가져오는지
just
모르고.
picking up that one. They know where these the items come from. But the owner of the shop do not know who brought the groceries.
이거보다 더 수준 높은 구제 방법이 있습니다.
But there is another just the higher the steps of the ways of the helping releasing others than this one.
두 번째라고 생각을 합니다.
Maybe that's second the level of
이런 기능을 성전에서 했습니다. 네, 이런 남을 서로 모르게 도와주는 방법이 이 두 번째 방법.
This is one of the way has done in the temple. In the temple,
내가 누구를 도와줬는지도 모르고 도움을 받는 사람도 누가 나를 도왔는지 모릅니다.
even the donor do not know do not know his money, the donation items or monies went to somebody else. Even though the one who received the monies or the materials, they do not know where these came from.
누군가를 도와줄 때 서로 모르게 도와주는 것이 사실은 좋습니다.
Without knowing of donor, without knowing of the donors, they do not know where did they come from, where did they go.
누군가로부터 도움을 받았다면 그 사람 앞에서는 위축되게 되어 있습니다.
Because when we just receive something, some materials or money, cash monies from somebody else for help,
만약
whenever we just face him, her, then because we got the feeling our mind very just very sometimes shame or shy.
샨?
Shy.
만약 샨에게 제가 돈을 그냥 줬다면
Let's just guess. I just gave him some money.
제 주는 사람 마음 가운데 왠지 내가 도와줬다는 우월감을 갖게 돼 있습니다.
Because in front of so many people, if I'm just doing some good works, helping some action, doing some action to help, I'll be just proud.
이건 매우 조심해야
I'll be
합니다.
just feeling of some pride, and like even though he's trying to be, I'm honest, no, like this.
여러분 누군가가 여러분을 도와준다고 했을 때
If there's somebody else who are trying to just help you,
절대 그냥 도움을 받아서는 안 돼요.
just don't just try to just receive the things or monies.
그 사람의 영향력 안에 들어가는 겁니다.
Because once you are just accepted it, you will be just going under his influence.
누군가를 도와줄 때도 마찬가지.
That will be the same concept as when we are just helping others.
이런 방법을 해소한 것이 구약 성경의 성전입니다.
So the Jewish people just considered on this kind of frosted methodologies. So that's why even the donors and the receivers, they do not know where does it come from, where does go to somebody else. They do not know.
이 방법은 교회에서 적용할 필요가 있습니다.
So this is one of the very applicable, the philosophy or idealistic, the theory to adopt in our church, in your church.
여러분들 교회에서 많은 구제 사역을 하시죠.
Maybe some of the churches, because I heard that maybe some pastoral or pastors that have already experienced, for the help, using their own money or using the church offering to help the poor people in your barrios and communities.
쌀을 나눠주기도 하고 다른
Sharing
식료품을
the
나눠주기도 하고.
rice or canned goods or some fish, dried fishes.
그러나 이것은 좋은 방법은 아닙니다.
But it's not in the good way. It's not in the good way of the relief.
구약 시대 때 유대인들은 그렇게 하지 않았습니다.
I mean, it's not the way of Jewish people.
성전에 방이 여러 개가 있었습니다.
In the temple, in the Old Testament, there are a lot of the spaces, rooms in the temple.
제사장들이 사용하는 방도
The
있었어요.
room for the priest,
성전의 기구들을 보관하는
the
곳도
room
있었어요.
for the implements to be stored, just like the basin or some of the things using by the priest. This the room for the reserve storing.
그 중에 특별한 방이 하나 있었습니다.
But there is another room in the temple.
거기에 누군가가 쌀을 갖다 놨습니다.
Then there was rice brought by somebody else.
야채도 갖다 놨습니다.
Even some veggies. Somebody else brought in the veggies into that room.
고기도 갖다 놨습니다.
Meat.
그러면 가난한 누군가 쌀이 필요한 사람은 그곳에 와서 쌀을 가져갔습니다.
Then there should be someone else who are needy, who are just needy of the meat, rice, or dried fishes, or fruit. They just stop by. They just stop by the room and research, look for that, and they just bring the item what they need.
그러면 이것을 갖다 놓는 사람도 누가 가져가는지 모르는 거예요.
So as I said, the donor of the rice or fish, dried fishes, or monies, or even rice, he does not know or she does not know where the items was taken.
가져가는 사람도 이거를 누가 갖다 놨는지 모릅니다.
Even the receiver, even the person who are picking the items in that room, he or she does not know, where did it come from.
서로 모르게 도와주고 도움을 받는
So
것이
without knowing of each other, so that is one of the best way for relief.
상당히 수준 높은 방법의 구제입니다.
That is in a higher ladder of the way just for the relief.
여러분들 교회에서도 한번 사용해 보시기 바랍니다.
It's not the idealistic thought or principles for us to adopt it. It's good.
그러나 최고의 구제 방법이 남아 있습니다.
But there is one more thing, highest and best way of relief still remain. I'll let you know.
그게 어떤 방법일까요?
What kind of way is that?
가장 수준 높은 구제는 이 사람이 더 이상 도움을 받지 않도록 도와주는 것.
The best way of the relief or helping others is that not only just for living or giving some items or monies for somebody else, but helping somebody else to be independent. Without just necessary, without just needing anything else anymore.
인정하십니까?
Do you agree with me?
Yes.
여러분들의 교인 중에 가난한 사람이 있다면
If there is the poor people who are needy, in your church among church members,
쌀을 주는 것도 좋지만
the sharing and distributing some rice is good. One of a good way.
이 사람이 직업을 갖든가 사업을 하도록 도와주는 것.
But the best way, to helping him or her is that to let him or let her to be employed, to earn the money, to survive by himself. Yes.
제가 몇 년 전에 한 10년 전에
Just a decade ago,
한 대학을 졸업한 여자 청년을 제가 만났습니다.
I just met one lady who just graduated one college.
직장을 구하지 못했습니다.
She didn't just get employed yet during the time.
집은 매우 가난했습니다.
But her family was very poor. Her family was very poor. That's why she's not depending upon her parents anymore.
아버지 한 분만 계셨기 때문에
She's got the single dad.
경제적으로 궁핍했습니다.
So her financial statement was not so good.
그래서 그녀를 만나서 제가 너 영어 공부를 하고 싶냐 물었습니다.
So when I just met her, then I just asked her, do you just need to study in English?
그녀가 영어는 공부하고 싶지만 돈이 없다고 했습니다.
She replied, "Oh, that's very necessary for me to do it to get employed, because speaking or knowing English is one of the ways or career for somebody else to be employed in Korea."
한국에서는 취직을 하는데 영어가 매우 중요한 요소입니다.
Just for the employment, getting the good result of the English test, like the TOEFL or TOEIC or IELTS, something like that. This is one of the very good means to be employed in big companies. But she said, this is very necessary just for me to learn English, but I have no money to pay for the tuition.
마침 그때 저에게 돈이 좀 있었습니다.
I had some money during the time on my pocket.
그래서 그녀에게 제안을 했습니다.
I just suggested her,
필리핀 바기오에 가서 영어 공부를 해라.
will you not just go to Philippines, Baguio, Philippines, to study English?
그 경비를 내가 빌려주겠다.
If you are willing, then I will let you borrow money. I will just lend you my money. It's not free, but without profit, no profit. I just invest it.
이것을 당장 갚지 않아도 된다.
No need to pay me back, instantly or in a few years.
너가 취직을 한 이후에 갚으면 된다.
But when you get employed in the future, when you are starting to get money, then you can just pay me back little by little.
그래서 그녀는 바기오에서 3개월 동안 영어 공부에 전념을 했습니다.
So she agreed to me, and she just got my money and went to Baguio, Philippines, and studied for 3 months, concentrate in learning English.
열심히 공부를 한 것 같습니다.
I think she had studied very well, very hardly.
그리고 그의 몇 개월 후에
After a few months,
서울시 공무원이 됐습니다.
she got employed. She just became an official in the city.
자기가 받는
The Seoul, the government.
자기가 받는 월급에서 매월 일정액을 떼어서 저에게 보내줬습니다.
So she just remembered promises. So when she just got her monthly salaries, she just took a part and just sent me
10개월 동안 그렇게 했습니다.
up to 4 months, 10 months through the bank rentals.
지금도 그녀는 그곳에서 근무를 하고 있습니다.
She is still just working in the city hall, Seoul City Hall.
다른 사람을 도울 때
So when we are just helping others,
효과적으로 도와야
we should just help him or her effectively.
사업을 하는 사람을 도울 필요도 있습니다.
Sometimes there will be some we can just get to help someone who are just running for business.
제 아내가 2년 전에 사업을 하고 싶어 했습니다.
My wife she wanted to run for business 2 years ago,
그러나 나는 돈이 없었어요.
but I had no money.
물론 우리 아내도 돈이 없었습니다.
Even neither do my wife. She didn't have money for the business.
하나님께 기도하고 이 사업을 할 것인가 하나님께 물었습니다.
So she and I, we just pray to God if the doing business, running for business is really necessary for us to do it.
하나님께서 분명한 확신을 주셨습니다.
Then just God just answer us the assurance.
이 사업을 인수하라고 감동을 주셨습니다.
As a meaning of
이 사업을
answers.
그러나 이 사업을 인수하는데 많은 돈이 필요했습니다.
To just get the business. God just God has shown us, touched our heart to just grow, to just get the business.
그래서 제가 100사람에게 편지를 썼습니다. 제가 100명의 사람들에게 편지를 보냈습니다. 네. 돈이 필요해서
But we had
많은
money.
돈이 필요했어요.
We had no much enough money, sufficient money to just make a contract to just to get in business. And that's why I just wrote down some special letter, some particular letter for 100 person whom I have known.
100명의 사람들에게 편지를 해서 상황을 설명한
I just
다음에
explained to them on the letter
나를 좀 나를 위하여 투자를 해달라고 부탁을
and
했어요.
asking them, please just invest in for me, for my plans.
작은 소액들이었지만 저에게 많은 사람들이 응답을 했습니다.
But many of them, 100 persons who received my letter, they just responded. And they just agreed, okay. Then they just sent me just not the whole amount, but little amount of the money to me. When I just collected, it was good enough.
그래서 사업체를 인수할 수 있었습니다.
So I was able to just get into the business shop.
잠시 후에 그 사진을 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
So I just show you up on the picture.
이 사업을 통해서 제 아내는 20명을 고용하고 있습니다.
My wife, as the person of running for this business, she just hired the crew of this business, 20 persons. She just hired 20 employees.
누군가를 도울 때 직업을 갖도록 도와주는 게 가장 큰 도움입니다.
Why I'm just telling you is that just this is one of the way to help others. The best way of helping others is giving the job.
Yes.
1,000페소를 도와주는 것도 유익한 일입니다.
We're giving the money cash, to somebody else who are needed. But once when it's gone, it's used, spent. It's nothing just being left, and she just stretch out and just back again. I need the money again.
그러나 그가 더 이상 이런 도움을 받지 않도록 교육을 돕거나 사업을 하도록 돕는 게 정말
So
필요합니다.
helping him, the best thing, the way of helping somebody else who are needed is that just train him or her to work.
저는 목사가 일하는 것에 대해서도 저는 찬성합니다.
I'm just very support. I have very supportive. I'm just supporting those people who are having the side job.
성경에서는
I agree.
성경에서는 일하지 않는 자는 먹지도 말게 하라고 합니다.
Because in the Bible, what Bible says is that unless you do work, don't eat.
일할 수 있다면 일해야 합니다.
If there is some the possible way for us to work, we have to work.
평생토록 일하라는 건 아닙니다.
Not up to the elderly persons, but up to the certain the ages.
그러나 필요하다면 해야 합니다.
If that is necessary for us to work, then we should work.
누군가에게 도움을 받기 위해서 손을 벌리는 게 아니라 일할 수 있으면 일해야 합니다.
Not to just stretch our hands out to just beg or just asking something to receive. I think it's not the best way to do that.
저는 2년 전에
2 years ago,
저는 음식 배달도 했습니다.
I was working as a delivery man. Motorcycle,
바이시클.
Grab, with bicycle, without motor, manpower.
건강에 매우 좋습니다.
It was very helpful for my health.
사람들을 많이 만날 수 있습니다.
And it was a very good time for me to just meet some strangers.
일하는 게 얼마나 어렵다는 것도 알게 됐습니다.
It was a very good time for me to realize working in our work is very hard.
여러분들도 필요하다면 일하시기 바랍니다.
So if it's necessary for you to work, work.
여러분들의 교인들에게 모범이 돼야 됩니다.
Because the pastor as spiritual leaders, we should be a good example, not to be a lazy person and only asking and kneeling down and God, if there is God's will and God will be providing or something blah, 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 and doing nothing.
We should be learn how to work.
Yes.
So we call it
Experience.
we call it in the Philippines practical theology.
실제적인 이제 교육 훈련을 해야 됩니다.
그럼 여기서 잠시 교회 샬롬
Okay,
성교회에 대해서
Before we are just getting, we are then having a film to see. Then let's 5분씩 피곤한 거.
예,
Let's take 5 minutes of the break time. Just having a cup of coffee. Because after lunch, I think every one of us will just we are feeling very sleepy. Yeah. Have a cup of coffee.
저희 교회로 슈콕은 빵이야.
The bread. This is one minute. The assistant pastor is sending the picture. He just brought in the bread from the bakeries. Feeling hard?
Pastor, thank you. Thanks.
Understand? Understand? My lecture?